Hi guys, welcome to today's mindset video. I'm just going to run through with you 8 top trading habits to avoid, okay? We want to go into 2025 in the best way possible. So I'm going to share these tips with you, these habits. Hi guys, welcome to today's mindset video. Today I'm just going to run through 8 trading habits to avoid for 2025. If you can start from now, great. But for our new year, we want to enter it professionally, with quality, with motivation, and a good start. So let's start off with our mindset. Okay, so straight in, trading habit to avoid number 1, increasing lot sizes after a run of winning streaks. Guys, I know that you've been there. I know that you've experienced it. Some of you guys have had not the greatest outcome, including myself. Keep your lot sizes regulated, okay? Keep them consistent, keep them the same. And remember, we're not trying to increase the lot sizes. We're trying to reduce as the profits get larger, because what we want to do is always protect our profits by the end of the day and by the end of the week. So trading habit to avoid number 2, running before you can walk, okay? So this applies to things like funded accounts, yeah? If you've just started as a trader and you're 2 weeks in or even 2 days in and you hear about funded challenges and you want to start straight away, avoid it. Do not run when you haven't even walked the path yet, okay? We're doing baby steps, and the reason why we're doing baby steps is because we want to expand over time and we want to be successful in the long run. This ain't no short time. This isn't a temporary job and journey. This is a long-term lifestyle. It's a new lifestyle. So we want to make sure that we're walking, we're taking those baby steps, we're then jogging, and then we can start our runs. So trading habit to avoid number 3, avoiding accountability and journaling. So I am number 1 as well, notorious for someone who did not journal at the start of my trading journey. And the reason is pretty and simple: boring, absolutely boring. It's not something I wanted to end the day with, and it's definitely not something I wanted to spend my weekend doing. But as you guys know, because I've seen some of your chats, that journaling is absolutely something that needs to be done as part of this journey, yeah? The only way you're going to understand your consistency, where your profits are happening and where your losses are happening, is through journaling and taking accountability for not following your rules, okay? So journaling is priority. It's part of the game. In every job, there is always a negative and a positive. There's always something that you don't really like to do, but it has to be done as part of your overall success in that job. And this is exactly the same. Journaling might be a bit boring, might be a little bit hands-on and exhausting, but I promise you, you will start to see where you are going really good and where you are not going so great. So then you can make those improvements long-term. So trading habit to avoid number 4, we have performing the same habits and behaviors and not making a change. So guys, just for a moment, how many of you, just think about this, how many of you guys have said, I'm not going to trade before sleep, and just before you go to sleep, you see the momentum, you think it's going really well, you take that sell, bam, next morning you wake up with a loss? How many times have we all been there? Lots of times. Okay, so if that habit is causing consistent losses, you want to avoid it. Okay, no matter how much that temptation is there, no matter how much that desperation is there to make money, you see the habit, you see the same outcome, you avoid it. Okay, avoid it with every precaution you can. If you know that you're going to be tempted, what do? Do not look at that phone. Put your phone away half an hour before bed. Put it on flight mode. Turn it off. Whatever you need to do to make sure that you don't keep making that habit happen and those behaviors, get it done. Take accountability for it and get it done. Trading habit to avoid number 5, trading just for the sake of trading. So this is a good topic for this month, because as we've already outlined, Christmas time towards the new year is going to be very, very quiet, and particularly we're not going to want to be trading anyway, okay? So just because you want to make a slight bit of money every day, or you feel, oh, I haven't traded in a few days, or I can't stand the thought of not trading for a few days, do not trade just for the sake of it, okay? We're playing this game smart. We're playing it hands on hands, and we're doing this in a way that is professional and patient and also with quality. So if trading is just going to happen for the sake of it, you are not going to be fulfilling those pointers that I've just made you. You're not going to be doing it at a professional level. You won't be doing it out of quality, and your patience is already out of the window. Okay, so do not trade just for the sake of it. Remember, this is a professional game. This is your job. You are the CEO, and you want to get onto it and attack it in the best forms possible. So trading habit to avoid number 6, being influenced by people's journeys. Actually, one of the girls in the group mentioned this, and I thought it was one of the most important things for you guys to remember every single day. As a reminder, we are all in this together, but we are all at different steps of our journeys, and not only in trading, but in our own personal lives. So we've all come here together with very, very different backgrounds, different environments, different reasons for wanting to be here, which means our development and our growth is always going to be different. And also remember, some of you guys have only just joined, and some of the other ladies have been here now for a good 2 years, 3 years, even more. Okay, so you don't want to be comparing yourselves to any of the people in the group. You do not want to be comparing yourselves to anyone on social media. Remember, this is your unique journey, and you are just as special as everybody else, and so is your journey, so is your story. So make sure that whatever you do, that you are zoned into you are giving yourself that abundance, and you're not comparing your journey, your doubts, worries, progress with anybody else in the group, and to just support each other and respect each other's space as well and journeys in this time. So second to last, trading habit to avoid number 7, trading without proper analysis. Guys, we've spoken about this recently, that sometimes we wake up, we're not even fully awake yet. We haven't even had that glass of water or even that coffee, and you guys have popped on a buy. How many times have we done this? A good few times, okay? So make sure when you wake up and you want to get started on trading, no matter what time it is of the day that you set yourself aside to trade, make sure that your analysis is done. If you are somebody that needs for the analysis to generally be done by Sunday, so then you don't have to worry about it on a Monday morning, then so be it. If you are somebody that needs to analyze at the end of the day, so you're prepared for the next day, each day, then please do so. If you are somebody that needs to analyze every single morning, so you're prepped for the day ahead, then do it. Okay, each one of us is going to have a different strategy, a different ways that we're going to look at the chart, which means that our analysis is going to be done and structured very differently and unique to everybody else. Okay, so make sure your analysis is done, that you're set up, you're ready to go, the warm-up has been done, and you are activated with the right tools with you. So lastly, trading habit to avoid number 8, feeding into the ego telling you to give up. Guys, I know that we've possibly had thoughts and doubts along this journey, and some of you guys have probably entered here and thought, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. There's so much going on and I don't know where to start. Your ego will start giving you all the ways out, all the reasons to escape this journey, okay? And remember, all of us have gone through this. This is all part of those fears and worries, and also that wanting for our lives to change, you know? We are worrying about things that haven't happened yet, but all we need to do is be patient, relaxed, and just know that every single up and down movement of this journey is all part of the process. Nothing is going to be sweet like candy at every single time, okay? We're always going to have a few little lows, a few little drops, and the reason why we need that as well is because we learn our lessons through the lows, yeah? So our ego, especially during the lows, if we feel like we've made mistakes, if we're not really understanding anything, if we feel like we're making too many losses consistently, our ego will try to come in, the subconscious part of the brain, and give you all the 100 reasons of why you should quit now. And that is the voice that you want to absolutely avoid, okay? It's the voice that will not take you to success, but it's the voice that will keep you stagnant, not only in your personal life, but within trading. So make sure that ego is out the door and that you are able to think with clarity. And remember to just ask for support if you need it. We've all been there. We are all going through the same thing. Okay? So just lastly, catching the habit before it catches you. So if you feel like, for example, we're going to use the swing trades. If you feel that you're about to go to sleep and you've just had this urge, this really crazy urge to place a trade because you by accidentally looked at the chart and you see a momentum and you want to take it, catch that habit. If you know that so many times you've done this and it's always ended up really badly for you, catch the habit. Notice yourself in that moment, what is happening to your brain, how you are feeling, and what actions that you plan to take. Get a notepad, get a pen, and write down exactly what's happening to you in that moment. Okay, and what you want to do is identify the outcome. So you want to think about what would happen if I take the trade and write down the options. And you also want to think about what would happen if I don't take the trade, because what would happen really is that everything is still the same and you'll have a great night's sleep. Okay, so identify all those outcomes. And on top of that, identify the feelings that you feel with those outcomes. So identify how you feel not taking that trade. Identify how you feel taking that trade. And if you write down all the emotions and a list of just everything that is occurring in that moment, you will be able to identify where you are going wrong and where you need to improve. Okay, so let's say if you were to go and take that trade previously, you've done it 5 to 10 times now this week, and today you're going to say, nope, I need to put a stop to this. And what are you going to do? Replace that habit with a new habit. So if you're somebody that usually just puts their phone on silent at night, why don't tonight you try to turn your phone completely off and put it in another room? Maybe you need your phone to set an alarm. So if that's the case, buy an alarm clock. Okay, we don't need our phones next to us. If it's going to give you that desperation and temptation to get into your phone because it's close to you, then buy an alarm clock. Get something else to give you that wake-up call in the morning, and that way that you can make the option available to take your phone out of the room and put it somewhere else where you know that it's not in reach. All right, so just as an example, guys, catch that habit before it catches you, because what we want to do is control the situation, make sure that our brains are aligned, that our conscious mind is controlling everything that's going on, and that you're not caught in the deep end in your subconscious and your ego. Okay, so 8 habits to avoid, guys, and then catch the habit before it catches you. Just try out this simple exercise when you get onto something like that. And if you have any questions, you want to talk about any of the habits that you're finding are quite hard to get rid of, that you're struggling with, please let me know, and we can set up a little tools and exercises and tasks for you to do over the week. Okay, thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of your evening.